Alright, some test. Wait, let me actually see if my volume's all the way. It is. Okay, let's see here. Alright, let's test. Alright, let's test. Okay, it's good. Alright. So, welcome to the stream, everybody. Right, let's get right into programming. So today we're going to be programming some fireworks. I got inspired because I saw how, like, these fireworks, they look beautiful. So I was like, bro, what if I program them? So then I looked up programming, and I saw this. Well, I didn't see this one specifically, but I saw something like this, and I got like, whoa, I want to make this. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Oh, okay. We lost a viewer. Right, so let's begin. So I'll be making this inside of JavaScript, just because I like JavaScript for this type of stuff. It's nice and simple. So let's start off by creating a simple HTML file. No, nothing too much right now. Let's create a title. Let's say Fireworks in JavaScript. Alright, then we're going to give it a body so we can actually see our stuff. And let's give it a canvas to render. Whoop, that's how you spell canvas. Canvas ID equals canvas. And then we'll just close that off and say, if you can't see the canvas, then we're going to say canvas not supported. Okay, then we're just going to close that off. And now, right, obviously we're going to have to add our script. That's okay. Now let's run this. Alright, good. So let's open that up. No errors. Okay, wonderful. We're gonna have to add a width and a height to our canvas so that, so let's give it an 800 by, let's say 800. Okay, wonderful. Now let's save this. Let's check our element, and you can see it's a nice 800 by 800 window. Okay, let's go. Let's actually start programming. So we're gonna create a window.onload, and we're gonna set that equal to a function that's gonna get our canvas and allow us to draw to it. So we can do that by, whoops, no. We can do that by getting the ID of our HTML canvas, and it was canvas, right? Yeah. Now let's get the context of it so that we can draw to our screen. And we want to get 2D context. Wonderful. Now we can make a loop. And this is where all our rendering and logic will be done. And we're going to request an animation frame, which is basically it's going to act as a game loop. And now let's call loop. And let's make a function called render. Okay, then we're just going to do ctx.fillRect 0, 0, 800, 800, because we want to clear the screen. Whoops, style. Because we want to clear the screen with black each time we refresh. So basically every single, second of our loop. Okay. Oh, forgot to call render. And there we go, we have a black screen, everyone. Okay, now I'm gonna create a class called particle. Nah, what do we want to call it? So now we're gonna make the line of the firework. I should probably actually get a firework reference. That's a song. Okay. How's everyone doing? Okay. So you can kind of see how it has multiple lines that go up, and it kind of travels up. So we're gonna call this rocket. We're gonna make a class called a rocket. And it's gonna create a constructor that has, that has an x1, a y1, an x2, and then a y2. We're gonna make a rotation function. We're gonna do that by taking a rotation matrix, which is just multi uh, multiplying it by a sign, or a sign for the x and a cosine for the y, I believe. Now, in our constructor, we're going to say this dot x equals x1, this dot y1 equals y1, this dot y2 equals y2, and this... No, this dot... Well, actually, I can leave that and switch it like that. That actually has no effect on the code. It just looks nicer this way. Okay. Whoops. So we're gonna come back here. So we're gonna want to create 3 like firework. Hello Peppa Piggy. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so thank you for liking, whoever just liked the stream. I appreciate that. Alright, so you can see how the firework has 3 different lines, right? So we're gonna have to want to simulate that. Now, actually, we can give this a color value, and we can say this dot color equals color, just to make it look nice. Okay, we're gonna have a rotation and we're gonna have a render. In our side of render, we're gonna get a gradient. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the gradient is literally built into JavaScript. So we're gonna do var gradient equals ctx dot create linear. Did I spell that right? No, it's not spelled linear, right? Linear. Did I spell? Yeah, it's. We'll see. Gradient. Okay. Now we're gonna put this as x1, y1, x2, y2. Right. Okay, and now we're just gonna add that to our gradient. Basically, you could think of this as a line, right? So you have a line, and the 0 is going to represent the end, no, the beginning of the line, and we're going to add another one of these called, it's the exact same thing, except it's going to be 1, and that's basically points on the line. So 0 is your beginning, 1's your end, and then it's going to kind of like stretch out the color, but I don't know, it does some fancy JavaScript stuff. Now we're gonna make an RGB value of, I want it to be white for now, and then we'll just fade into other colors. Okay, and then actually we're just gonna put in our color value right there. Excellent. Now what we can do is just well, we add it to stretch style. Okay. Now this will allow us to draw a line. So we're gonna say begin path. Then we're gonna move our first point to x1, y1, and we're gonna end our endpoint at x2 and then our y2, and then we're just gonna want to stroke it. Actually, I don't think we. Oh, whatever. Okay. So let's go ahead and run that now. Okay. So I'm just gonna make a list of fireworks, and I'm gonna make a for loop. And we're gonna actually make 3 fireworks for now, and then we're just gonna enumerate them. Okay. I'm gonna say fireworks dot push. So we're gonna add this to the list of fireworks, and we're gonna say new rocket at 400. Actually, no. Let's do this. Math.floor, math.random times, and we're gonna get the width of our canvas. So that's gonna put that at a random x value, and we're gonna put our y value at 700. So right at the bottom. So we want to store that value actually, so that we don't have 2 random values when we're making our line, since we want it to be straight. So our x, whoops, oh, shines. We want our x2 to be the same as our x1, and we want to go a little bit higher, so 300, and then we want to put in our color, which will be RGB plus math.random times 255. Am I thinking we no, right, okay, that. And that. And then we're just gonna close. One more time, and now that should be giving us a random color. Right, we're not rendering it, guys. That's a problem. Okay, so that's gonna be an easy fix. So we just say let I equals 0. I is less than we want to get our length of how many fireworks are. So we're just gonna say fireworks dot length, and we're just gonna add it, enumerate it. Fireworks dot render, and now we should. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we forgot to get an index. X1 is not defined. Oh, forgot the this dot. This dot X1. This dot Y1. Oh, forgot the color. Forgot the color. Up and over here. My goodness, I forgot a lot of this dots. I always forgot to put this dot whenever I'm writing classes in JavaScript. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Not map.floor. Shoot, that should have been a map.round. Should have put map.round, because right now we're getting a decimal number, which is not too good. And obviously you can't have a decimal color. Now. Nan? Oh. Because I added that at the last color. There we go. Okay, you can see we now have our colors. We now have all of our colors that we need. We have this color, this color. You see, now it's 3 lines. Now we can keep on refreshing this, and you can see we keep on getting it. It works. Awesome. So, Now, okay, so now we don't have to worry about that, but now we have to worry about, we want to update all the fireworks. And let's make that a function. Okay. Update. So we're just gonna say this dot, including the this dot this time. And let's just make a local variable called this dot speed, and that's gonna be equal to, let's say 7. I like 7. 7's a good number. I see Visual Studios helping me out here. Oh, I gotta subtract that. Okay. We can make that a little bit quicker, actually. A lot quicker. Okay, that's too quick. 20? 20 is a good number. I like 20. Right. I do want this to be a little bit shorter, so I'm just gonna put this at, let's say 600. Yeah, that's perfect, actually. And we're actually gonna say that this dot speed is gonna minus equals 0.1. No, it's not noticeable. 1. Perfect. But that's not what we want. We want 0.5. 0.3. So basically what I'm trying to do right now is I'm gonna let it go like whoop and then explode once it starts falling back down, just like how these fireworks are doing. You see they go up and then once it starts going down, it explodes. Okay. Where is it? That's one. Actually, I think 0.4 would be a good. Yeah, that's good. It's noticeable. Alright. So we're gonna say if this dot speed is less than. Wait, I'm gonna have to think about this. Alright, we're gonna make a local variable. So we're gonna have to store the speed to make sure that we don't detect it when it's going up, right? Actually, no. Hold up. If we're starting off at 20 and we're going down, right, and we're going up, and actually, no, we don't need to make a local variable. So we'll just put this if it's less than 0. Less than or equal to 0. Then we're just gonna say, just for now, console.log test. Well, firework reached. And actually, I'm gonna put this in a -1. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. All right. So now, I don't think we're gonna need a rotation inside of our rocket. We're just gonna. Alright, so I'm gonna test this out. We're gonna say, do you want to remove this from the list so that you don't have to render anymore? And we're gonna say, yeah. We're gonna say, yeah, I do want to remove you. So we're gonna set that remove equal to true. And then we're gonna test, the first thing we're gonna test actually is fireworks I dot remove is equal, well, we don't have to do that. We can just say not fireworks. Well, actually to do that would be smarter. And then we would say fireworks dot pop fireworks I. -1. Right, okay. Else, we're just gonna carry on with our function. Well, our update stuff, our render function. Okay, beautiful. Works like a charm. Hey, 3 viewers. Nice. That makes me happy. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, so you can see our thing is working. You see it goes up and then it disappears, and that's where our thing would start to explode. But something we can do as well, which I think would be neat, is have the end of the rocket start to become smaller. Hold up. -2. Yeah. And let's actually set this to -3 because I do want to get the effect of it kind of going down. Now -2 is better. Okay. Now that we have our end, or like our actual firework, it's shooting up. We can create a class called Explosion now. So this is gonna be fun to program. Class Explosion. Sorry, that's Java right there. You don't do that in JavaScript. Okay, so we're gonna create a constructor. And we're just gonna set some points, right? So we're gonna set an X and a Y. So we're not gonna be drawing lines. We're gonna be drawing rectangles. So it's gonna be kind of like boxes instead. I don't know. I'll experiment with it. But anyways, we're gonna say once we remove from the list, we're gonna create a new explosion at 0, 1. I don't know. Actually, no. We're gonna put x1, y1. And once we construct that, I just want to say I never actually did that, like saying just new without adding it to a list or anything. So I do want to see if that's legal in the Java world. It's not because I didn't put this dot. Okay, so it's perfectly fine. Alright, saying new is fine. Okay, so we're just going to say this dot x equals x and this dot y equals y. We're going to create a render function. Now this render function, this is the one that's actually going to need a rotation, by the way. And we're also going to need a, whoops, no one. Actually, should we put it there? Sure. We're going to say function 2 radians, right? And we're just going to take in the degrees. Since math.cosine and sine in JavaScript take in radian, we're going to have to convert that. So here's the formula. So that means we're going to return your degrees multiplied by math.pi divided by 180. Okay, cool. Now, if we just do 2 radians and print that to the screen. So we're gonna get 2 radians, and we're just gonna say through 1. 0.017, 0.017. Okay, so it works. Our 2 radians function works. And for here, now we can add this dot x2 equals this dot x2 multiplied by math dot sine 2 radians. That's the wrong rotation function. I'm editing the rocket. What do you want in here? Alright, what the hell? I'll give it x1, a y1, and an x2, and a y2, because I can. Worst case scenario, we end up removing it. It's not gonna harm anyone. Alright, 2 radians. Actually, let's put in our degrees. So this is that by default going to be equal to 0 because, well, because that's how it works. Let's see how the chat's doing. Are you guys enjoying the stream so far? Because I hope you guys are. Would you guys want some background music actually? Because I can put on some background music if you guys want. Right, let's render them. Okay. Sorry, I had like a brain pause there. We're gonna have to get in our color start and a color end from over here. And actually, I made a decision. We're gonna have another color. So there's gonna be color 1 and color 2. Okay, so we're just gonna set the colors now to what we want. Cool. Alright. Now we can just copy and paste our render thing, honestly. And we should actually render that. Actually, no, so we do need to create a list so that we can... Yeah, we're gonna have to create a list. Except that list is gonna be stored when the fireworks, so... Or something like that. So we're just gonna say explosions.push. Oops, oh, I don't know what I just did. I did something. Explosions.push to the list, right? Then in here... Okay, well then we have to create this .remove then. You know, optimization. We love that here. Actually, I don't know how to change the alpha of something. If I can figure that out, that would look a lot cooler. Okay, so we can basically just... That's really all we need, if I'm being honest. Okay, I got nervous for a second because I was like, oh shoot, did I freeze something? But then I realized, no, it's because we're drawing it in the exact same positions at the end. Alright, let's just create a this.alpha. Oh, this class is a mess. I do want to see something. Change alpha canvas JavaScript. I never check this. Okay, so there's a thing called CTX dot global alpha, right? And we can use this to change the alpha of what we want. So we're going to say CTX dot global alpha equal to our alpha, right? Then in here, well, actually, let's keep that there. Okay, then inside of our render for our firework, we're obviously going to want to keep it at 1, since this alpha is going to be decreasing. And then we're going to say the exact same thing as we did in here, except with different values, if you will. Speaking of which, this also needs a this.speed, which I'm going to set equal to 20, just like how that one did as well. Except now we are going to do some stuff with our speed, but this time it's going to be our alpha. We're going to check if that's below 0. If it's below 0, get rid of it. It's gone. I like it when it goes away too fast. That's not changing. Maybe it is, but doesn't look like it's changing to me. Right, you see it gets paused at that. Why are you not going away? Move. I need you out of here, man. So how come this dot 4 worked? Minusing it by 4. This didn't work. I'm just gonna be mad. Does this dot 3 work? Okay, what about this dot 2? There's this calculation right here, right? That I'm kind of skeptical about, so I guess we can do math.floor. No, that doesn't do anything. For some reason it gets stuck at 5. I don't know why. So it seems when it gets past that, it's when it starts working. So okay, well that's fair, I guess. We can put that at 2 then, to compensate for. Oh, you know what? Fine. There's some weird JavaScript going on right now. That. Oh. Hey, Meme Central. Welcome to the stream. If you're still watching, that is. I don't know when you sent that message, so my apologies. I was having a mental breakdown over fireworks. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Okay. Okay, whatever. So that works nicely. Beautiful. Okay, now that we have that, wait a minute, I did not think this through. Hold up. You can say this dot part. Bro, we have already like so many different this dots. I don't even think this is good at this point in terms of like programming ethics, but we're adding another one. We're gonna say particle amount. For this one, we're just gonna say this particle amount equals particle amount. We're gonna change this in here, and we're just gonna say 4 for now, I guess. Now we want to go 360 on this one. 360 particles for a circle. Whatever, it's fine. Let's go in here. Let's go into paint, chat. Whoa, you're making an IRL Wheatley robot? Wow. I love Wheatley, so I think that's amazing. Congrats. Good job. Yeah, I would love to see that. If you if you make a video on it, tell me. Like, leave a link in one of my. Leave a link. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you do want me to watch it, I'll watch it gladly. So it's like, send a link in like my Discord server, or send a link and like on a YouTube comment. But yeah, that sounds like a lot of work coding a robot. Okay. Well, let's see here. Okay, so let's visualize this, chat. Whoops. Whatever. Let's see. So this is gonna be our rocket. So this is like our physical rocket, right? And we want to create a bunch of different particles once it explodes. So we're gonna call this explosion. Yeah, sounds nice. Yeah, blog would be nice. Right. So also, how is the stream quality? Because I'm looking at this right now, and it's kind of bad right now. The stream quality. Also, yeah, this is like in like. Oh, okay, no, it's because I'm watching this in 140p. Okay, good. Oh, all right. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. All right. Right. So we need to manage to get out this explosion. Which we can do? You can achieve this with a for loop. I'm just going to structure this out. So we have a for loop, right? And this is going to take in 360. So we're going to enumerate this 360 times to create a circle. Because that's how many degrees a circle is. Or whatever, I don't know. So we're going to say for 360, we want to make a new line, right? So it's going to create a new line. Which we really should be doing for the explosion. So let's just add this real quick. So instead of saying explosions that push that just once, right? We're actually going to take away our 360 and instead replace it with a degree amount so that we can get a specific angle. And so that's where our 2 radians function comes in. Alright. And now we're just going to create a for loop saying let I equals 0. I is less than 360 to create a circle. then just add this. I. We want to set that to I. Okay. Actually, whoops, get out of here. Paint. Particle amount is not defined. I'm sure it isn't. Right there. This particle amount equals particle amount. That's actually just for continuity. Let's add that back up there. What? Let's actually not remove this for now. Let's not do that. Because I do want to see what the heck is going on over here. Right, okay, we're not adding our degrees to anything, so let's say this dot degrees, and then this dot degrees. Now it should be working fine. Except we don't want to have this, because I don't think that's necessary, right? Is it? No, it's not. Okay, yeah. Excellent. And let's just multiply this by 200, I don't know. Oh, no. Is that our 2 radians? That's being weird. No, it's not. I don't get it, because I set this up on one of my earlier projects before. Like, I made this before, right? So I don't know what I exactly did. I remember I did something, though. Just don't remember what. Because if we're multiplying this, this just increases the intensity. Degrees. So the problem isn't that, rather the problem's down here, where we're not getting sufficient amount. That looks somewhat better, hopefully. No, I remember. Multiply it. There we go. This should work now. And then multiply it by 100 or something, just because now it's gonna become really small if I recall correctly. No, but it's better than what we had before. Oof, I done goofed. They're all connecting up there for some reason. Don't know why. Though I do have an idea. Actually, I want to see what exactly I did before. So it's GitHub time. We're going over to the GitHub. Am I still signed in? I am. Oh, let's see something over here. Here's a bunch of stuff I was working on. Here's the source code for my new video that I'm working on. Make sure you guys get full access. Oh, because it's cosine, that's why. Right. Okay. It's cosine, that's where I was messing up. Alright, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, I get you. Alright. So, it wasn't this that was the problem. It was we were supposed to be doing x1 multiplied by map.sine our degrees multiplied by like 100. What the? I think my function's wrong. Cause what was it? Exactly what I did. This not degrees, right? I set the degrees over that. Why are you not in 2 radians? No, because you are in 2 radians up here, right? Times 10 times 45. Right. Because you're adding and not. I'm just going back on what I did a while ago. I'm sorry. Cosine. There we go! Okay, finally, this is what I was looking for. By the way, this looks incredible. This looks cool. I like that. Right, okay, so the problem was I wasn't multiplying some stuff correctly. Okay, right. I was multiplying instead of adding the whole time, right? That's... I feel kind of stupid now. But, yeah, that works. And it's fine, because GitHub was my own GitHub. That was a project that I was working on, so it's fine. Right, okay, so you see the fireworks goes up and explodes, right? That's not... It's a decent start. Now to add some spacing, we're just gonna add plus equals 10? I don't know, let's test it out. Maybe a little bit closer together, maybe 5. 7. I like 7. 7's a nice medium. Yeah, 7's good. 7's not too much, and 7's not too little. I like 7. 7's a good number. So I'll say it again. Okay. Well, at least we know what to expect now. Degrees. Now, instead of putting it here, I want to go back to my x2 and my y2. So we're just going to create this over here as a rotation function. So now we can go back to this dot x2. Okay, so what's good is having a variable if you're not going to use it, am I right? Y2. And in the beginning, we're just going to rotate everything by this dot degrees. Now, this should give us the same effect if I'm not mistaken. No, because rotation is not defined. That's true. No, it was defined. We just forgot the this dot. There we go. Okay, cool. That's nice. Now we can add our alpha back in. See how fast that is though? I don't like that because but then here's what it starts to annoy me. So if I do that, then it just stops, which I know you're supposed to use this. I don't know exactly what map.floor does, but sometimes it's okay. But what if I do 2.5? I never really tested 2.5. No, okay, whatever, 3. We're sticking with over 3. I like 3. No, they don't. Anyways, alright, so we have that, and I would say this is a pretty good start right now. Right now, what I have, because now we just have to figure out how to like, how to make it go from this over to this, so it starts to droop downward. I need to go downward. Let's see. Sorry for using paint, by the way. Just it's what I have. I don't have. If I could invest in a real whiteboard, I would. I would love one of those, but for now we're gonna stick with paint. So right now we have a bunch of lines, right? We have a bunch of lines, and we gotta make them. They all have an x1 and a y1, an x2, and a y2. Now we gotta make these start drooping down. We gotta make these go downhill. So first things first, obviously, we're gonna have to make the y's, both of the y's, decrease by the speed, so that they fall at a nice pace. Which should be 7 again. And oh, cool. Alright, we got another viewer. Alright, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, so let's actually change that to 4, because right now it's falling kind of fast. Let's see how that looks like with maybe 2. Yeah, 2 is actually pretty good. So now let's go back to our paint and let's see here. So we have a bunch of lines and we gotta make them drip downwards. So right now we gotta make it the whole relative thing go down, which we're doing. And now we have to make each single particle rotate. So like let's say this is one line, right? We're gonna have to multiply or do whatever the rotation matrix so that it starts going like that. It starts going downward, right? Okay, once it starts going downward, that should be all we need, honestly, for like the most part. And then we can expand on it from there. So now we can add our degrees as a, like, to keep on adding over. That should keep our same thing. Yeah, it does. Alright, now we're gonna keep on rotating this just as a test real quick. Rotation 3. Rotation is not defined, right? This dot rotation. Why are you not rotating? Rotate, damn it. Right, because we're setting it equal to. Let's not touch this actually. Rotate, please. Wait, 2 radians. 3, please. No. Do we call update? Yeah, we are calling the update. So what's the problem? If we're working for this, how come you won't work for this? That's my question. Probably some stupid thing I'm doing down here, maybe. No, I don't know why I thought that would work. Right, okay, so if we're calling the rotation, that takes in amount of degrees. Kind of stuck right now. Because we have our degrees amount. It's that, obviously. Yeah, but see, it's static. It's not moving. Oh, shoot. Oh. Oh, there's multiple people. Oh no, I missed chat. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Sorry for missing chat, everyone. Oh, thank you guys for joining Discord. I'll check Discord right now, actually. Oops. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Yeah, that's nice. Portal 2 is one of my favorite games, actually. So yeah, that's very cool. Yeah, thanks for joining the server. Yeah, it's very cool. Good job. Good job. Alright. You try to make each, like, stick fall down individually as, like, a challenge. If you're still here, Manny, I don't know if you are. I don't know if you are, but that's what I'm actually trying to do. That's what I'm trying to accomplish with this. This is why I'm trying to make them rotate. Because I have no clue why this isn't rotating, if I'm being honest. See, I'm curious to know. My gosh, I just realized we're not updating it. We're cutting it to a constant value. And that's why it's been iffy. Right. Like, I feel kind of stupid right now. Anyways, that's besides the point. Actually, we don't even need this at all to begin with. This dot rotation, this dot, no. This dot rotation, we don't need that. And we're just going to say this dot degrees plus equals 0.12 radians, 0.1. Now it should work, please. There we go. Let's go. There we go. There we go. We have a rotating thing. All right. So okay, so we got something rotating right now. Oh. What do you need help with, Meme Central? I'll help if you want. How can you get to dB level of a wave file in Python? Now, okay. I'm personally not too. I don't know Python like libraries off the top of my head, so I don't think I can help you with that. But if you're using like a package in Python, like you're importing something, check to see if if you can like access one of its variables for an audio file. I know that I don't know what you're using, but there's like something called wind sound and something that's called play sound. I've used those two libraries for audio before in my Python projects. Oh, yeah, I'm not familiar with Pygame. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Pygame. Have you checked out play sound? That's a library, I think. I'm pretty sure play sound's a library. That might have what you want. I'm not sure if it plays WAV or MP3s though. I think maybe both. Let's check. Yeah, right here. Alright, but okay, this one plays WAV and MP3s. So here you go. Okay, back to back to fireworks. So yeah, you can see that we now have our rotating fireworks. Let's just actually play that again. They all rotate. It's kind of cool. Now let's start adding that again. No problem. Hey, whatever. We'll set this to 20 again, I guess. And that's way too much. That falls way too fast. Oh, I can't find a good balance between the two. That's fine. Well, like I said, we'll worry about it later. Right, so this dot speed equals 2. I think what makes it feels off is that this is not increasing, it's staying at a constant value. So we're just going to add that by 0.1. Yeah, so that falls a little bit smoother now. Oops, did I not hit save? Okay, there we go. I do have to be right back. So I'm just going to mute my mic and I'll be right back.